So another idea was a cereal spot, and this could be sponsored. You could work this through cereal companies, but I think for inner city kids especially, I've never seen like a breakfast cereal shop, and cereal's pretty cheap, but I think this could do well. Somebody told me once they saw this. I had this idea years. Most of these ideas I've had for 10 plus years, 20 plus years. And somebody told me they once saw something similar to this, so it might be somebody already had it. They say anytime you have a good idea, three other people had it with you or something like that. So it's all who capitalizes on it first. But I thought a cool, fun breakfast spot would be a place with like every kind of cereal, 20, 30 kinds of cereal, everything you can imagine. There's so many types, maybe 50, 60. If you've ever been to a grocery outlet, they always have these like super random flavors. You remember like caramel, what did I see? Caramel Captain Crunch or something crazy like that I've never seen anywhere else. And that are like maybe test pilots for cereal companies. And maybe cereal companies get in on this. But you could have, like almost the supermarket where you pull the little lever and it drops, and you could mix cereals. So when I was a kid, I loved to mix Cocoa Rice Krispies and peanut butter Captain Crunch. It was like chocolate peanut butter. It's like what Reese's kind of became, but I always thought it was fire mixing those two. Ah, great. And so you could do that. You could mix different kinds of cereal you like, have multiple types of cereal, a huge variety in fact, and then multiple types of milk. So you could have regular milk, obviously, whole milk, skim milk, whatever, 2%, and then soy milk, oat milk, almond milk. I would probably the rice milk, but limit those. They tend to be costlier, so people will pay more for the milk if it's specialty milk, but it's good to have, right? There's a lot of people who don't drink regular milk. With all of it, in my altruistic views, I would love to have free range, cruelty free, nothing like they're pumped all day, right? That's a lot of lesions and problems with udders when people pump milk like that. So hopefully, get some kind of good earth conscious, humane milk to go, but realistically for business they're going to just get whatever the cheapest milk they can buy is. But in a perfect world, that's how I think it should be done. And then have cereal, and have healthy cereal too. You can have panda fluffs, or what are they, koala puffs, or it's like Trader Joe's cereal and different stuff like that. That's healthier and a little more natural, all the way to whatever Lucky Charms and stuff that's super nar cammed out. And I think another great aspect of that, like I talked about in Shit Shower Shave, is you could subsidize it in inner cities. So kids who aren't getting breakfast, kids whose parents are working or are on drugs or whatever, could come in and we could subsidize breakfast for little kids. They can have a couple bowls of cereal, too, and have their fill before school, and then go in, have it open early, like a donut shop, 5 o'clock rather, in the morning. And it's, I think, a workable option, not only as just an interesting breakfast spot where you can mix cereals and come up with crazy flavors. Instead of buying a box of cereal and only having one flavor or 2 boxes, you could every day, come and get 5 different kinds of cereal, different cereals in one bowl, and eat them. But we could subsidize it through, like programs for kids who need breakfast for whatever reason, and their parents can't provide that for them, or are too busy to, or whatever, that they can come in and get their bowls of cereal. Parents can even maybe pay ahead of time, and be nice. And I think people love cereal. I think you can keep it open through lunch, maybe even dinner. I think people would love it, but for sure it's a nice little breakfast spot. Closed by like 2 maybe, I don't know. And people love it. It's a nice snack. It's good. Or do it through the night. Do like, all the stoners, late night stoner people would love it. And so have like a late night session too. Even open up at like 9 o'clock at night and go till 10 in the morning or something like that. Noon. And yeah, so just an idea to put out there. And yeah, I hope it benefits. I wish everyone the blessings of a full belly and that their kids are always well fed, and that for all those kids that aren't getting breakfast, that we find some kind of alternative for those youth so that they can go to school feeling good and no hungry belly issues. There's no reason for it in our country. Such an overabundance of food. And that is the cereal house. At first I thought to call it Serial Killers, but obviously that's not the best name. But I thought it was hilarious. And yeah. And so I haven't really put too many names to that one yet, but I've had the idea for a long time. So anyway, let's do this, people. Save the humans.
Trying to be a better man. Oh yeah. Trying to do the best I can. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do right thing. Do right thing. No matter what they want to say. And I'm gonna still fight for you. Still fight for you.